Hi, I'm Ryan, and my life is average. Hi. So SDK has been going for a little while now, and a lot of you guys think that you know almost everything about the SDK members, and you know all the personal things, and all this stuff about their lives. And I have some bad news for you. You don't. So I'm going to reveal to you guys the secrets of SDK. Let's start first with Monday. Okay, Joey Gatto. Everybody knows that Joey Gatto is an amazing beatboxer. Or so that they think. When I first saw Joey Gatto trying to get to Jack and Finn's fans on YouNow back in the day, he was a beatboxing legend. And then I hung out with Joey Gatto and I saw him in the bathroom one day. Went to go and wash my hands. Joey's in there. I was like, whoa, Joey, what's going on here? He had a recorder in his neck. And I was like, what is that, man? Is everything okay? It's a little pouch that he opens in his neck. And he just kind of presses a button. So anytime someone asks him to beatbox, there's like 30 different buttons on there. That sucker just presses it and the beatboxing happens. So if you ever see Joey, say, Joey, why don't you take that recorder out of your neck and beatbox for real? He won't know what to do. Next up, you have Josh Sobo, and Josh Sobo is a good-looking son of a bitch. Okay, he is in person, or so I thought. Josh looks like he has these really nice clothes, these designer clothes. He's like 6'8", but then same thing happened. One day, I'm over at Chomik's house, okay? Shout out to Computer Nerd, and I see this little guy. This little guy in the distance. I'm like, oh, is that like a nephew or something? And Chomik goes, no, I gotta give you a little secret. That's the real Josh Sobo. Josh Sobo is 1 foot 2 inches tall. He is 14 inches big. Now, believe me, I couldn't believe this either. I was like, Josh Sobo is not that small. What are you talking about? It's all about the angles. Josh Sobo has perfected the angle. He is so good at angling his selfies to make it look like he is a normal-sized person that he looks 6 foot tall. But in reality, he is just the size of a Pikachu. Then you have everyone's favorite Wednesday, Jonah Green. So many Jonah girls out there. They have overtaken the world pretty much at this point. There's a little funny story about Jonah. He isn't a filmmaker. He isn't a YouTuber. The Jonah that you're seeing is someone that he pays. A doppelganger, if you will. The real Jonah Green is a farmer. I'm coming home from the beach one day and I see a nice little farm stand. I said, you know, maybe my dad will want some fresh tomatoes and some green beans. So I stop over, I see a guy that looks exactly like Jonah Green. Sure enough, the stand was called Jonah Greens. And it was Jonah selling vegetables. Jonah Green is a vegetable farmer. He wears big overalls. Granted, they are tie-dyed, so that stuff is real. He does sell cocoa butter, and he does kiss the farm animals. So things do exist with Jonah. But the person you see in videos is not real. So if you're ever in the mood for some sweet corn, go to Delaware, go along the coast and look up for some Jonah Green's beans. And you'll see Jonah, the real Jonah. Then Thursday is the adorable, the cute ones, the twins. And the twins are exactly who they are. Like, there is nothing weird about them. Or so I thought. Because one day I was at their house eating dinner and the twins' amazing mother started calling them and said, Adam, come upstairs real quick. And Nick went upstairs. Oh, you know, whatever. Nick probably just didn't hear it. Or maybe they always call each other. And then she said, Nick, come on upstairs. And then Adam went upstairs. So then when they were all sleeping, I did some snooping. I found a baby book. And Adam was actually Nick. And Nick was actually Adam. They're switched. So all you Nick girls, that's actually Adam. And all the Adam girls, you actually like Nick. This whole time they've been switched. Joe Santagato. What can we say about Joe? Joe is a good guy. Joe is a really funny dude in person. Joe hates me, I think, but he's a good person. And there's this thing that everyone says about Joe. Joe loves boobs. Joe loves tits. Joe loves porn stars. Everyone talks about it on Twitter. In order to get a Joe follow, you need to have 38 triple F breasts and an ass the size of a small island. That's not true. Because see, at Playlist Live, I saw Joe in a hotel room by himself. And Joe was sobbing. And I said, Joe, is everything okay? And he started scurrying some papers. He had a weird hat on. And it turned out that Joe is actually a poet and a painter. Joe actually paints beautiful landscapes and writes poems about feelings. Joe does this boobs and titties thing as a front. That's not the real Joe. That is just fake Joe. Joe is a poet. And a beautiful one at that. I am done here. My job is done. I'll see you guys here next Friday. And whoa. Whoa, settle down. Kids.